The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here on this great Friday, Cinco de Mayo. What is Cinco de Mayo?
We need Mexico in here. Some Mexican food.
We need Carlos to call.
We just need some margaritas, man. We'll start off Friday early.
Oh, man, that's tempting. That really is tempting.
All right, back to work. We're getting it's 10 o'clock. Oof.
That's perfect. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, man.
True.
Dow Industrials are down 6. You get the Nasdaq up 3. S&Ps are up 3. Gold contracts off $1.10, 12.27. We have silver down 2 cents, $16.27. Platinum's up 5 at 9.09. Oil up 29 cents, 45.81. They took oil apart again, man.
Yes.
We just must be gushing with oil.
I was just showing you, man. Let's see, even why not?
Yeah.
Let's just jump into it right now.
And folks, if
man.
you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it.
Why is that? This market's so calm. Nothing's going on. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And so come over to our website at TFNN. You can hit the banner, bring up the exchange.
You weren't sleeping last night, were you? I hope not, man. There was market action all over the place.
I was sleeping in this move. Tom was showing me this move, right?
Well, you didn't watch that full 9 a.m. update, man. You watched some of it, you told me, because you heard it was Cinco de Mayo, but we were covering this as well. So this is 11:30 last night. So I'm not exactly sure what was driving it. I think it had to do with even shale output, but there was a lot going on because you'll see. We'll jump to gold next, but quite a move, man. You know, selling under $44 at eclipses. Yeah. And by 5 in the morning, that's why you didn't know it happened, because guess what?
It's back up to 45.50.
Exactly.
And so gold did it too. Let me see that gold
shot. Gold did it
shot.
too, with an inverse of that, though, right? So oil tanked at 11:30. Yeah. And then you had gold right on that same mark.
Look at that.
11:45 right there. Boom. Yeah. What a climb, right? You're talking about, where are we? We're at about 12.27. Yeah. All the way up to almost 12.35. Yep, 12.35 to the penny.
And now we're testing the 12.27
and then back down. You wouldn't even know what happened if you were sleeping.
I like it.
Yeah.
Forget sleep, folks. Get plenty of time to sleep.
Not on Thursday night, man. You get the weekend coming up. You can sleep. And then here's the euro. Here's, of course, that jobs number coming out. 211,000 jobs added. Yeah. They were looking at about 190,000. It's interesting. I think they had a revision of the March number down to like 78,000. Okay. From that was a tough number at 90. And I don't know, wage growth, I think, disappointed a little bit as well in there. But bottom line is 211,000 jobs. They were looking for 190. Fed should be okay with that, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. That means jobs are getting created, man.
For sure.
There's no doubt about
Unemployment rate 4.4%, lowest in about a decade.
Right.
Pretty cool.
Right. Let's go. Let me get the Bloomberg. I got to see this gold move.
I got to see this gold move when I was sleeping.
Yeah. Got a freaking nerve, man. Okay, so look at that. Okay, so you pop up. Yeah, right there. Okay, so that's a normal occurrence in a down market. Okay,
What is that? That's a
normal that bounce. It went to. The gold market fell apart yesterday at 8:30 in the morning.
Sure.
Went all the way down. It come up and challenged that.
Okay.
It's going to need more juice. What I do like is that at 8:30 this morning, you had a lower price. You did have volume, but it didn't get to the swing point, meaning the lower swing point. So we had 17,000 contracts at 8:30 when the number came out. Now it's testing that. Not only that one, it's under that with dramatically lighter volume, and it's also going against yesterday morning with dramatically lighter volume. So I like how that's setting up for Friday.
Sure.
It looks like it's not going to croak us. Let's get over. Let me go look at the GDX. So the GDX on the daily, on the weekly. This gets interesting. Okay, so the GDX is trading 21.30, and we need to close, folks. You want to close inside 21.14. That's
the low of March 9th you're looking at, which is the most recent. Yeah,
that's the swing points going into.
Definitely.
And then, which is cool, is that we can do the weekly. And on the weekly, you're talking about, it looks like 21.
No, I think you had it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
What I'm doing is that thus far we have 225 million on the weekly. It's coming into 440, 291, and 390. So if we can get a close above 21.26, that's going to be quite a rejection of lower price and dramatically lighter volume.
And why do you pick 21.26 versus the 21.14 on that bar you're looking at right there?
Yeah, so watch
or
how
versus this bar, which happens to be the highest volume bar of 21.57.
Right. What happens is that to stay the most conservative, when there's bars that are so right next to each other, what happens is that if it was just the opposite way, let's picture that this was the high, right?
Sure.
And we had you had a high volume high.
Sure.
That
just if they were peaks.
As a spike, right? What I look for is that, okay, what's kind of consistent? Do you know what I'm saying? And the consistency would have to do with, see this bar over here? It's 400 million. That's how we came up, right? We came down here with 600. We came down with 444. So this would be the first bar that we're looking at now, 444. The low actually had 291. Then we come back down and tested it in 390.
Sure.
That's why so it's not a science.
I was going to say, because, I get confused, why not this bar? That's the biggest option bar. It's a little bit higher, right? That would even be more ideal, maybe 21.57.
What's cool about
21.26.
And if it can close,
21.14.
The higher that it closes, the more bullish that it would actually be.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now.
Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 12, Nasdaq is flat, S&Ps are up 2. Let's go to our man Carlos. Carlos, what's happening?
Good morning. Feliz Cinco de Mayo, Tom and Tommy.
Good morning. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco
Good
de
to talk
Mayo.
to you.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I heard that there's a little bit of confusion that what's Cinco de Mayo, right?
Yes.
It's actually after our independence, which was in 1810.
Yeah.
We were independent for a while until we were invaded by French, and they established an empire in Mexico. We were part of the French Empire with Napoleon III as the commander-in-chief in France.
Yes.
But the main idea was to practically invade United States through Mexico and through the French Canadian.
Okay.
That was the part of history. In 1862, Mexico had a battle which defeated the French with the support of Mr. Abraham Lincoln. They were supporting, supplying weapons to the government of Juarez.
Wow.
And that's the way it was won. And eventually they were kicked out of Mexico with the support of the United States. Is the truth. A lot of people do not relate that to United States, but it was very important because the French were supporting the South in the secession war.
Thanks for calling and letting us know, man. We tried to do a little bit of research over the break, just even getting Wikipedia.
So we got it. Yeah,
and, it does say so. It's really it's the date is observed to commemorate the Mexican Army's unlikely victory over the French forces at the Battle of Puebla, May 5th, 1862. Not that long ago, man, which is remarkable in terms of just.
And it's actually a very nice movie that it was made. It tells you very close with what the history actually happened.
Okay.
It's nice because it was the time where we had a lot of support from the United States to defeat the French. It's the truth. It otherwise couldn't be done.
You know, it's amazing, man. I mean, when you look at this, just like Tommy said, that's not that long ago. And things haven't changed that much around the world that you have one country getting another country, battling another country. It's like...
Power's real, man.
There's so many things behind the scenes. I know, man. I mean, that's pretty intense.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
And for us, it's a very civic celebration. It's not a party.
Yeah.
We have parades. We have in schools people remember the people who die,
which is important. Yeah. No.
And here in the United States, it's more party. Is the truth.
Yeah.
That's how it kind of goes on. The U.S. is taking on significance just beyond that, and that it's kind of just become associated with celebrating Mexican American culture, which is kind of makes sense.
And I was very happy that happened that way. Otherwise, because they were trying to implement French in Mexico and try to change all the culture. It was crazy.
So are we as Americans, man, in that regard. Exactly, for sure.
Oh,
totally.
Listen. Yeah, Napoleon.
Yeah, watch out for that little man, Napoleon, man.
Yeah.
Well,
they didn't call it a Napoleon complex for a reason.
Right.
And this case was Napoleon III. It was not Bonaparte.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
The plan was to invade the United States through supporting the South with weapons because the United States had to block the ports of Mexico to avoid weapons to arrive in the South. So it was a big turnout for the South war in the North in the United States, too. Thanks to Mr. Lincoln. It's my favorite president.
Definitely, man.
That's so cool, man.
Definitely. Gotta love history. You can always learn from history.
You can. You know.
Yes, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No. This is a subject that really is passionate, but I know this is a business program, and I don't want to take more of your time.
No, this is more important. Let me tell you something. My take on history is that if people really understand history, that is so important because that's life. That's real, man. You know, it's great. You know, so let's talk some more history. No, I'm serious, man, because it's so important. I think it's hard to comprehend when you're younger that a lot of these things didn't happen that long ago. Like when I look
Yes.
at my own situation, right? I realized that when I was born, my father, it was only 7 years earlier, he was in Guam in World War II, and I'm saying to myself, man, that's crazy. Like, because, I never realized that. I mean, do you know what I mean? You realize it.
And my generation knows nothing like what a world war is like, in terms of, but we're just so closely removed.
Right.
I agree.
So it's like, then you get a little bit older and you realize that, well, I think what you realize is that 50 years and 100 years is not a long time when like, I'm 66.
You get lulled into thinking, like, everything's fine, democracy's guaranteed, freedom's, a no-brainer, and it's not. It's not, so be vigilant, exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yes, the way that ends, guys, the Archduke Francisco of Austria, Maximilian of Austria, who got from a fire squad in Mexico in the Cerro Las Campanas, and he was killed. I don't know the exact word, but he was killed.
Assassinated, right?
Yeah. He was imposed by Napoleon III, and that was the way it ended up. They defeated the whole army, and a lot of French were left behind. So you can find a lot of people who are French descendants in Mexico in very hiding places in the Sierras that now are part of the population, but they were left behind. They never went back to the country.
Wow.
Back then, when you lost a war, you didn't get a ride home.
No.
Yes.
No, you didn't.
It's serious, right? Yeah.
The St. Patrick's. That's the reason we celebrate the St. Patricio Day. The St. Patrick's was a battalion that fought with the Mexican army in the American and Mexican war. And that's a very nice, very, very nice story from the Irish, and we respect them and we give them pay our respects every St. Patrick's Day. We actually have a monument in Mexico City. Thank you, them for their support.
Wow, nice.
It's a very nice story. You can look in Wikipedia, and it's a very nice story from the Irish.
That is so cool.
Gotta love Wikipedia. That's where we went right for that,
Yeah.
And can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
It's about the oil.
Okay.
I was up all night yesterday.
Oh boy,
and I had
saw all that action.
I had the opportunity to buy some oil, and I sold this morning half of my position.
Okay.
And I have oil and gasoline, and I just want to know if this reversal that we had last night, when it happens exactly when the Japanese governor was talking about the inflation, and
I see.
Okay.
As soon as he talked, there was about like 15 minutes.
It makes sense, right? Because gold, same thing, was doing big things. Yeah.
4% down, and I had the opportunity not to get the low, but at least get into a decent price once we make a bottom. And now I just want to ask again, where is a level where I want to let it run, Tom, because that's my problem. When I try to let it run,
I agree. I'd let it run. So what I just did, folks, too, is that's it was intriguing. Remember we were talking yesterday, Carlos? Hey, stay right there. I was talking about that. Yeah, there should be some volatility in that yen last night because they were opening back up. So stay right there.
There definitely was.
Yeah, it definitely was. Carlos, Tommy, myself, we're coming right back, folks. We want to hear from you. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow is down 34, Nasdaq is up 4, S&P's are flat. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. This Sunday, May 7th, the French elect a new president and markets and currencies around the world react. Tom O'Brien has just launched a special for Market Insight subscribers where he'll be hosting back-to-back weekend webinars to break down the market action as France votes and futures react. This Sunday night, May 7th at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Time, Tom O'Brien will host a special webinar as France votes and markets and currencies around the world react to the implications on the future of the EU and worldwide indices. The following Saturday morning, May 13th, Tom O'Brien will host a second live webinar for Market Insight subscribers at 9 a.m., breaking down the previous week's trading action following the election of a new French president, as well as what to expect as we approach summer trading. New subscribers will also receive a free copy of Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, and this offer comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. All the action starts this weekend, so sign up now at the front page of TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with Carlos from California. We're talking about the high volatility last night. Specifically, we're talking about, we're going to talk about right now the oil market. So let's bring this contract up. So we're trading the July contract. You're at 46.56. Now, this went down last night to 44.13, folks.
I think it might have been below 44. No, okay.
It was, and my contract shows 43.70.
Yeah, so you're looking at July, maybe June. June might be the active. You know how Bloomberg pushes across? Because I'm not sure, but I was showing under 44 and whatever I was looking at as well this morning, just to put things in. Okay. That's okay. Either way, but yeah.
So looking at this, okay, what you have is this. What is really cool about this, Carlos, is that when you get a contract, folks, okay, the contract was going down all day yesterday. So yesterday, in the contract we're talking about, it was trading at $48. It ended up going down to $45.71. Now, when that happens, right, the bottom line is that it's like, oh man, that's at a low, and there's plenty of people that say, okay, I'm going to buy that low. I've tried to do that a dozen times, okay? Now, what would happen is that if I did that, right, before I went to bed, though, I'd have a stop in, okay?
Because you're kind of stepping in front of momentum.
You are.
Right.
You definitely are. Yeah. Right. Now, that one there I wouldn't have bought because it didn't reject price. But let's picture that it was going into something and it was rejecting price, right? So I would have bought that, right, if it rejected price. And then what ends up happening is that they get it down another $2.
Yes, very quick.
That is a clean out of everything. It's like, you know what I mean?
Unless it goes down another $2.
No. But that's where people would buy it. That's my point. That's when you can get a really great bounce going, because it's like everyone that was in, guess what? If they didn't get out yesterday because it was down $2, last night your probability is pretty good to hit every single stop down there.
Yeah,
I mean, almost like just a last engulfing, Tom.
I'm sorry.
It's like a last engulfing
this wouldn't be. This is what happens. So the question was: is it a last engulfing? It wouldn't be a last engulfing because. Well, let me pull this back a little bit further. Hold on. Maybe on a yearly it is. No, it's still. This is what you're going to have here. Is that it's going to be a beautiful hammer, man. I mean, and the way this works in council charting or candlestick charting, folks, is that the larger that the hammer is, the more powerful it is. And this is a big one, you know, so because the top of the head is, you know, only from, you can see it, I don't know what price that is, because I like 46 to 46.59.
It's 50 cents about the head, right?
And the blow is 44. So that's, the head has to be twice the width of the length, which...
So slow down there. The head has to be...
Twice the
body, the tail needs to be twice.
Yes,
yeah,
right.
That's, okay.
And this is a good hammer, you know. So looking at that, it's like, okay, a normal bounce on this, if a normal bounce would get you like $49, you know. Yeah. So you're at 46, 56. That's not a bad deal.
It's been quite a week for oil.
Yeah, yeah. Now,
one more thing, Tom.
Yes.
Seeing the indices going down and oil going up, will that increase my chances in any way, or I have to look because usually they go together. Now it's the other way around.
Well, what you want to do is this. You know, yesterday, remember we were talking about in the afternoon show, Carl says we're talking about the divergence that you had the dollar going down, you had gold going down, you had oil going down. It's like, okay, so oil's priced in dollars, gold's priced in dollars. And it's like, okay, this is amazing that, you know, are they that weak that the dollar keeps going down and everything's getting cheaper? What I believe that we'll probably see by the end of today is that, see, the gold equities are catching a big bid. You got Rheingold up $3.50. You know, you got an Eagle up $1.50. I mean, they're moving. Gold is still laying there. Gold's only up $1. I suspect by the time that 4 o'clock comes, we're going to see this dollar probably at 98 instead of 98.560. If that's what we get, you're going to see the aspect that people are going to say, oh my God, hey, this dollar's going down, oil's cheap. You know, they're going to buy it.
And we'll see they're talking about in the den. I think you have the rig count coming out at 1 o'clock today. But the other thing, too, is that the dollar this weekend might just be a little bit different coming into Friday with the European Union. You know, you have huge things weighing on the dollar that might just be independent to kind of what's weighing on oil right now, at least until Sunday, Monday, maybe.
Oh, no,
there's factors driving each of them.
Sunday night's going to be a big night. I think, you know, looks to me like if we go over to the euro, this euro, to me, wants to go to 111. You know, this is a nice breakout. I mean, this is a good breakout. It's broke out over the consolidation that's been since December. The top of that consolidation is like 107 to, you know, 109. And it just, you know, 111 is kind of hanging there.
It would make sense as long as there's no surprises on Sunday.
Right, right.
Yeah. I ended up buying some metals last night too, Tom. I sold them. I rebuy them.
Oh, you're too funny, man.
What happened is I got so beat up before the Federal Reserve announcement that I had to get out before.
Which is smart. No, listen, when we're talking this
time. My loss. I said no. This is it, and I got out.
Right.
And I had on mind to sit on my hands until Monday, but I saw this opportunity last night. And I said no. I can say one thing, but it got almost impossible for me to put those positions in. They were so far.
That's right.
Some of the ones.
Listen, I've been there a dozen times. I know right what you're saying. And what does happen is this: is that when you get clean, your head gets clean, and then sometimes it takes a couple hours, sometimes it takes a couple of days to come back.
Sometimes you just got to start from scratch.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. And then the bottom line, the cool thing is that you just got rewarded for it. And what does happen, folks, is that you're going to be really surprised how quick you can come back. That's the mind blower about holding positions or getting out of positions and then coming right back in.
You can't let the losses affect you, and you can't let the gains affect you, because that's what you have right now.
You know,
it's unfortunately that money's gone. You know, so don't think, oh, if I hold it, maybe I'll make it back. What are you doing right now?
Right.
So good for you, Carlos, man. Just
especially with you guys supporting in the newsletters and your programs. And I just want to say something very quick. My wife and I, we 26 years married. It's our anniversary.
Oh, that's awesome! Congratulations!
Practically celebrating.
Good.
Oh.
And I for these trades, I have to give her the credit because we have to switch.
That's a great partner.
3-4 hours up, and she remained most of the night up because I had much sleep in the last days. And she said, you know what, I'll take care. But I want to say thank you to her and thank you to
awesome,
you guys.
man.
We want to thank her, too.
Totally.
That's a great partner. Oh, my God. That is so cool, Carlos. Well, we're so lucky that we have you growling a problem with us out here, man.
We're going to have a Carlos show 6 hours from midnight until 6 in the morning, man.
Watch out.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Carlos.
Okay, man.
Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Tom.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. That's amazing.
Lots of action last night. He had a good night.
Lots of action.
Oil under $44. That was a good buy in terms of risk reward, I think, for sure.
Baby. When everyone's sleeping.
As long as you're awake, and like you said,
when everyone's sleeping.
you're stepping in front of that train, you better be watching because guess what? 44? Could have woke up oils at 41, man.
Oh, totally.
Totally.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and myself are coming right back. Dow right now is down 37. Nasdaq's off 5.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So Dow right now is down 40. You get the Nasdaq off 5. S&Ps are flat. And we were talking about the volatility last night. We got the vote in France Sunday. I'm going to be doing a workshop, folks, Sunday night, 5:45 to 7 o'clock for Market Insights subscribers. You can be a subscriber right now. You can test drive Market Insights a full month. You're going to get a copy of my book. You're going to get a workshop Sunday night plus an additional workshop May 13th, Saturday morning.
You know it.
And, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, bring it up today, bring it up over the weekend, because futures...
You're going to be looking at some maybe currencies in there.
Oh,
Sunday
big time.
evening.
The currency's open at 6 o'clock.
Right
and what's going to happen, folks...
I have a feeling this is what you're going to be looking at most, first of all, that euro.
It's the euro and the dollar.
Yeah.
And what happens is that even if you don't trade currencies, and, there's plenty of us that don't trade currencies, the reality is that currencies are what moves markets. I mean, when we were just talking about the oil and gold, that was the yen that moved last night.
That's what I was just going to jump around. I mean, you can take a look at the euro-US dollar, but euro-yen.
Right.
It's going to have action in there.
Oh, it's going to have big action.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to come to that workshop, check out the front page of TFNN. You can sign up right now.
It's a great deal, man. $169 for these 2 workshops. We can charge $169 for those 2 workshops, let alone a month of the newsletter, money back guarantee. You can get the book. It's a good deal. Nice package, man.
And, the bottom line is that I suspect, mental calisthenics, which I do all the time, it's like I'm trying to figure out, okay, the euro wants to go up, and it's like, okay, has the market already, baked in that Macron wins?
It's Macron, yeah.
Macron wins. Who knows? I mean, the bottom line is that...
Well, the market's kind of baked in that he's won. I mean, we don't know if he's going to win. We know that the market's kind of baking in that he's going to win. Just to put, but we don't know if he's going to win, which is what I agree with, for sure.
And so then, we'll see where this shakes out. And it's going to, the currencies are going to be moving big time. The metals are going to be moving big time. And, of course...
futures are going to be moving, too.
The futures are going to be moving big time. And what does happen is that, so that's going to be 5:45 Eastern time to 7 o'clock.
5:45,
and then, bottom line is that we have Asia that opens up at 8, So,
oh, boy.
I won't be there at 8, but we'll get an idea.
Cool. I don't think you've done something for a futures open on Sunday in a long time, if ever. Yeah.
No. And bottom line is that I'm always on the computer. In fact,
you'll have plenty to talk about. I think we all know that, right?
So, you know what's amazing? You know what's amazing, folks, is that how fast time goes, right? And that Larry Pesavento and myself, right? When I think about it, going back to 2007,
okay,
right? As we were coming up to the crash, Larry and I, well, actually, you remember you and Mike? We were in Vegas. That's like 2007.
Okay.
You guys were out making money, and craps. You came in. That was the first night of the real downdraft. Because what happened, folks? This is a crazy.
The market fell apart. What was it? Either the Money Show or the Traders Expo. It was one of them.
It was
the Gold Show. It was one of the shows, and we only went to Money Show, Traders Expo, or the Gold Show.
Right.
It was one of the shows we were at in Vegas. I remember.
And when I'm going, this is all the same combination. Larry and I used to always talk on Sunday nights because we'd be trading, and I remember we're shot saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe it's going up again!" Right? And simultaneously, so that we were at Vegas. Tommy and Mike are out. We had worked all day. They come in. I was asleep. They made a fortune.
We had a good run at the craps table.
And then I get up, and the market's tanking. It was like, here we go.
I think
finally.
We literally went to bed at like 3 or 4 in the morning Vegas time, and you were up right then because that's like 6 in the morning East Coast time, and things are starting to rock and roll.
Right. and it blows my mind, though. That's 10 years ago.
It came. Well, yeah. No, I hear you.
That's crazy.
Decades fly, man.
My God.
Decades fly, for sure.
So, anyway, this Sunday night, folks, 5:45.
What's interesting is that's probably when unemployment was last at its 4.4%, and then we said bye-bye to that as the market tanked, and we found out what was about to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And the floor fell out. That's for sure.
My God.
Overnight.
And that was quite a.
We found out that a few financial institutions basically had no money overnight.
Overnight, yeah. Well, hey, when you look at this, so check this out. This is what there's. Let me get this up because this hasn't got contagion yet, but I gotta pull this up. 1 second. Like up in Canada right now, folks. Okay, they have a problem in a big way. Let's see.
Talking about the Vancouver, Toronto. We've talked about that a little bit.
Let's see. It's home lending, I think. I gotta. What is this? I'll get the stock.
Scroll down a little bit if you're not there yet.
Yeah. I know what I'll do. Let me pull up first. I'll pull up the Canadian market because what has happened is that there's a company up there, and it's a mortgage company, that they were accused of fudging the
mortgages.
The mortgages,
or
just
the documentation, kind of like how we went.
Yes, exactly.
Giving loans to everybody that didn't deserve them.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. And what has happened is that they're worrying that's going to be a contagion, and like they're trying to hold it. They're trying to hold the line. I'll find this definitely in the next.
We'll get it in our next break. We got
home,
one more.
Here it is, Home Capital. I got it. 1 second. Okay. Home Capital. There it is, right there.
HGC.
Okay. So watch.
HCG. Excuse
Let's see. Yeah.
Home Capital Group.
Okay. So.
They're up today.
Let's pull this up. Okay.
They're up today.
So look at this. This is Home Capital. Let's see. On what is that? The 24th of April was $17. Now it's $6. Let me pull this back a bit. It says, so this is a very large, let's see how big this company actually is. And
okay, well, they're $400 million market cap now, but they were a multi-billion-dollar company just a few weeks ago. Well, I mean, they're only $400 million because they fell out of bed. They were worth $2 billion almost 3 weeks ago.
Right. So
look at that. Literally, they were at $25. They're at $6 now. It's like, man.
Right. And look at from there.
Yeah.
$55 to $6.
Now that's going back to 2014. As in that's.
So the allegation, is that, liar loans, the whole ball of wax. What I'm looking at is that like, okay, what has happened, folks, is that Vancouver went through the roof, meaning real estate wise. Toronto has gone through the roof real estate wise. And the real question is, how many loans did they actually give in those cities?
Sure.
You see what I'm saying? And that's where what happened, of course, in the United States, and is that as you get more loans and people are lying, well, they bid up the properties because they could care less, okay?
Yeah.
And if in fact, if that is what's going on, you're going to see a pretty large pullback in those markets, which could really do some destruction.
Well, let's just read through it, because I was just reading, so this just goes, we have 3 here, and we'll see where the article goes. I don't know, but February, March, April, right? Things are getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
February. Home Capital disclosed that the Ontario Securities Commission had reached a preliminary conclusion that they had failed to meet their continuous disclosure obligations in 2014, 2015, served the company with an enforcement notice related to its 2015. All bad stuff, right? On this news, it fell from 149 or 657 to a close, so that it just fell to $21 that day. March 27th, CEO is gone. Okay. April 19th, this is where things start to get bad.
Yeah.
That same Ontario Securities Commission alleged CFO, CEO that they're in trouble. We'll finish this up when we come back. That's pretty
Stay right there. Tommy and I come right back, folks.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-Shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Daryl Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking about how there could be some contagion up into Canada.
Home Capital Group, right? So they were a giant. They're not as quite as much as a giant today. So let's just finish up. So again, the Ontario Securities Commission, kind of like our Securities and Exchange Commission.
Right.
So February, they basically say that they were falsifying. And whereas Capital failed to meet its continuous disclosures, they'd serve the company
2015, 14 and 15.
14 and 15. So this is where, keep your ears open if you're ever an owner. If you're an owner in this and you're hearing that basically their version of the SEC is saying that certain loan applications had been falsified. I mean, this is like identical to what happened here, right? So then you have March. Home Capital announced the departure of the CEO. Well, that's bad news coming off this. That's not a good news event, right? They fell again. But they're still at $19.29 as of that date, April 19th. The OSC alleged the CFO and 2 former CEOs had unlawfully misled shareholders of the company during their respective tenures. On this news, it falls 357. Close at 13, April 24th. Gerald Soloway, now the founder, was resigning. He's gone. The CFO would be reassigned to a new role. He's out of his position, right? They fall again. And then here's the big one. April 26th, Home Capital says, guess what? We need $2 billion just to survive. And that's when it falls out of
Because there's a run on the bank, folks, okay? So it'd be just like you have your money in the bank. They were using that money to loan money out. Bottom line, they're fraudulent loans. So
pretty remarkable,
and
man.
so the real kicker here is going to be, will there be contagion over this? And when I was looking at it, my take would be the contagion would be that if they have a lot of loans in Vancouver and Toronto, you know what I mean? It's like that's what bids
quickly, right?
That's what bid it up, and if it bids it down, that's where the contagion takes place.
That's what happened here. You had you had all these people getting a house that really couldn't afford it.
Right.
Things changed overnight.
Right.
And before you know it, you had all these people out of their houses,
huge
housing
debt
on the markets, right? Huge debt. So it goes.
Right.
Pretty fascinating story. We'll see.
You stay right there. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, of course, is coming up next, and then we're going to Think or Swim headquarters, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. And, of course, don't forget, folks, this Sunday night, you want to go to a great workshop. We're going to have some action, man.
That is for sure.
5:45
We're
to 7 o'clock.
both going to be in the office.
Yep.
Get it done. And, for Market Insight subscribers out there, I just encourage you. You can log into your members page. The button's already there. Try logging into the room, because we'll be here Sunday night, but because it's not a work day, the customer service deal, we won't be able to field all those calls come Sunday night at 5:40 p.m. So get in there. If you have any problems, we can help you out today. Make sure you're in that room. If you're not a Market Insight subscriber, get a month of it, $169. You get the book, you get the 2 webinars, you get the newsletter for a month, and it's a money-back guarantee. Come on.
And as we go through the trading day, keep your eye on the dollar. Right now, it's down 132 ticks. When we started the program, it was down 55 ticks, okay? So the further that gets away from the 98,650, the higher the probability, folks, is that you're going to go down a couple hundred ticks. And if it gets a couple hundred ticks away from that number, then Sunday night, guess what? We're going to have some...
Last quick plug. So I wrote something real quick for Nadex this morning. Cinco de Mayo Jobs Report Friday. One of the cool things I always love looking at, right, is just taking a look at where these markets were prior to the news. So if you want to get a feel for, these are at about 6:30 this morning. Okay, so you can see where the S&P was, what kind of risk-reward probabilities you have to the upside, to the downside. Crude oil, same thing, 6:30 in the morning. You know, these are nice at the end of the day. You get to say, man, where did it go? What kind of trading opportunities were present?
Right.
Gold, same thing. And then the euro US dollar. So that'll be cool to kind of see. And those are all kind of end of the day binaries, whether they expire at 3 o'clock for currencies, 2:30, 1:30, gold and crude, or of course 4:15 for the S&Ps.
You stay right there, folks. Man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Thanks, man.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
That's right, man.
It's a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carlos.
Thanks, Carlos.
Education, too, man. We really appreciate it.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, yeah.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.
Look, I've spent a lot of time working on this.
Look, no one's going to buy it. No one.
Well, how can
Nobody in Middle America, anyway. That's for sure.
He's right.
Well, why?
Sweetheart, it's just not commercial.
What is commercial?